Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to put a little quick video together for you. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I had weight loss surgery in 2018. My highest was 305 pounds. My lowest was 182 pounds and I'm currently 190 to 191 pounds. I have maintained my weight, did gain a little after my lowest, but I'm happy with where I am right now. I'm getting a procedure tomorrow. And I've been doing lots of research on this procedure and I just can't find blogs about this anywhere. I see providers doing it, but I just don't see the women preparing themselves for the procedure. So I just wanted to make a quick video and just kind of show you how I'm preparing myself. So tomorrow, April 10th, I am actually having fat removed from my back, upper, middle, and lower back. And then I'm actually having it transferred into my butt. So I am having a BBL, but the process is awake. I will be awake for the whole process. They just inject lidocaine into my back and my butt and they just kind of go about their thing. They will also be injecting like a special gas that will kind of help the skin and muscle just stick together for the back so that it can help with the rolls that I have, because I don't like the rolls. Those rolls have been giving me the biggest headaches in the past few years. I've been at the gym for months and months and biking and doing everything that I could think of, and it just doesn't help. I've done waist training at home and nothing has helped. So this is what I'm doing and I'm very excited. I've always wanted a BBL. I've never had a butt no matter what weight I was at. It's not like I lost it. She was just never there. So I'm very happy. But I wanted to show you kind of like what I have so that I can be just prepared for the procedure itself. So let me just show you here, even though it's all destroyed at the moment because I moved it too fast. Yeah, so I prepared a basket for myself so that when I'm home, it's gonna be right next to the bed on my side of the bed, and I'll just have access to every little thing I think I need. So I'm just gonna run quickly through what I have here. Of course, water, lots of water. I can just ask my husband to bring more, but I just wanted to have a couple here. And I have some water flavors, just a variety of them. And I have some of my favorite granola bars. They're from Aldi's. They're just like dark chocolate and nuts and granola. And some cashews because I love cashews as well. I do have some gloves. I will not have any drains. I will not have any stitches or anything like that. But I just want gloves just to kind of handle my wounds or handle my openings carefully and with clean hands. Some keto cookies. These are my favorite cookies ever. I get them at Aldi's. And then I did get some puppy pads for my side of the bed so I can just kind of lay them out in case I have any drainage throughout the night or throughout the day, you know, whatever it be. I want to make sure my bed stays clean. And then this is to keep myself very clean. I like to be clean. I don't have to smell like perfume, but I like to smell clean, okay? So I got some witch hazel. I've heard that this is really good for odors after BBLs because your butt is very hard for the first few days, and therefore you create odor in between the crevices. So I want to make sure, like, after I go to the bathroom, I wipe and then wipe with this because we gotta stay clean. And of course some feminine wipes as well. Again, we gotta stay clean. And then medication wise, I do not take pain medication. I had a mommy makeover in 2022. I had a tummy tuck. They fixed my muscles, and I also had a breast lift all at once, and I did not take medication a single time. I simply did arnica and Tylenol, and this is what I will be doing again. Now, my provider, I will be going to Dr. Kwok. He is in Philadelphia, and he asked that I start taking arnica a week prior to the procedure, so I have been taking it a week now. And then I will be taking it after the procedure as well. It helps with like swelling, it helps with bruising, it helps inflammation, sore muscles, all that. This is my best friend when it comes to anything. And it's more of a natural medication. And then I just have Amazon brand Tylenol. It's same thing as regular Tylenol, so I don't care. I do have some arnica gel. I used this last time as well. I just kind of go in circular motions and just massage the area that was lipoed, and it helps again with the bruising, swelling, pain, all that good stuff. And it's just really nice to get that massage after the lipo. I never got lipo itch. It's been 2 years now and I still haven't gotten lipo itch, so it makes me very happy. I, knock on wood, hope I don't get it this time. And of course some arnica tea. Again, this was my best friend after my mommy makeover. Some hot tea to help with the swelling, help with the pain. It helps with everything, and it just relaxes the muscles in your body, and it made me feel great. So I have 2 boxes of these. I just have one in my basket just so I can say, hey sir, can you make me a hot tea? And he can just go and grab it, you know. I showed you the pads. And then I also have to start taking today, because my procedure's tomorrow, I have to start taking antibiotics. I'm not turning it around because it has my address. Okay, my full name too. But I'm taking antibiotics, 2 kinds, because they want to make sure to fight all kinds of bacteria. Now I usually have kind of like a side effect, I would say, to antibiotics. When I take antibiotics, other good bacteria in my body kind of dies. And so I had to make sure I take probiotics as well. So I bought lots of like Activia. I have some probiotics I'll be taking as well to kind of combat that, because I usually don't, but this time I have prepared myself because I don't have time for that one, right? This has to go with me tomorrow to the procedure, as well as the arnica and the Tylenol. I had to take them with me, along with the handy dandy butt pillow. Okay, this pillow is firm. Okay, I got this off of Amazon. Not sure what brand it is, but it costs under $30, and it's very sturdy. I've used it already. So basically I will be sitting on this and my butt will be hanging off the back. Now with this procedure that I'm getting, the fat will not be injected under the muscle. It's going to be on top of the muscle. And according to my provider, I don't have to worry about sitting on my butt. They only recommend that you take 3 to 4 days out. Like if you work, you just take 3 to 4 days off of work, because you'll be just fine to sit, lay, whatever it is that you have to do. But they, you know, just so that you're comfortable at first, they ask that you get one of these to kind of sit on your way home. I do have an 1.5-hour drive. I'm going all the way to Philadelphia. So they just recommend that you have this to like sit on your way home. I did prepare my trunk. I have a Honda Pilot, so it's pretty big trunk. And I prepared it just in case I have to lay down or I just feel scared to sit on the butt. But they said I should be fine. I'll just feel very sore, like I went to the gym for my butt and back, and within a couple of days it should be gone. So let's see how that goes. I'm also taking my handy dandy AirPods. But yeah, those are the things that I'm taking. Also, my provider asked that I stop taking any sort of supplements a week prior to the procedure. So like multivitamins, iron, any of that stuff you stop taking a week prior. A cup of water. I don't know if I'm gonna bring like a cup like this where there's like a straw or something where I can close the lid on, just because I'm gonna be in a procedure room, so I just want to make sure that there's no bacteria. I prepared myself for the week. I just like blow dried my hair today. I did my nails, just like a little chrome nail. I don't know if you can see it. And then I did my lashes so that I don't even have to, like, I'm not wearing makeup for the whole week, so we're fine. We're good to go. I cleaned my eyebrows, did my toes. What else? I cleaned my whole house. The house is ready to go. Prepared my car, like I said. I'm excited. I'm nervous. What I keep telling myself is it can't be worse than a tummy tuck and breast lift. And I had it all done. And I walked out and I didn't take pain meds. And I was just fine. I was walking the day after. I was driving the week after. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be. But I'm knock on wood. You know, I'm just a kind of person that I like to keep things moving, and I feel like I heal faster because I keep things moving and I don't think about the pain. I just kind of, I let my body do its thing. So hopefully this is an easy process. I'm excited though. I can't wait for the finished look, you know. For example, I love my Gymshark pants, but it does upset me the way they look in the back. It's just not the way that I want my body to look or my butt to look. I'm fine with having like the thick thighs. So if I can show you. So as you can see, I'm already thick in the thigh area. But the provider said he's gonna put a little bit of fat here. I don't know if you can see that I have a little dent here. And then this is my side profile. It looks a little lifted, but it's not really much. It's just because I'm thick, like here, if you can see that. But we're gonna add here, and then here, I don't know if you can see it, but if I angle myself, I have like a big dent here. So that's gonna be filled out. This here is gonna be lipoed out. So I'm gonna get lipo here. And then this is what the rolls look like right now. So hopefully once we're done, it'll be a little bit more like this. Now they're not gonna 100% go away, but it'll be more of something like this, you know? And of course, then we'll kind of round this out. And we shall see. I am also getting the, this here, if you can see that. See, after my tummy tuck, this and the tummy just don't match. So that's what we're looking to kind of work out together. Next step will be just me vlogging tomorrow, and I'll just kind of take you along with me if possible. If not, I will update you, and I'll see you then. Okay, good morning. So it is currently 6:48 in the morning. I've been up since 5, all ready to go. This is what I'm wearing. Just a loose shirt and some loose shorts, and just some Crocs. And then I am bringing a dress with me to put on after the procedure. Of course, a hair tie so I can tie my hair up or whatever I need. And I will see you later. I forgot to say, I did have half a piece of toast and a little bit of yogurt. I wasn't very hungry, but I have to eat before I come in. So that's what I had. And then I'm gonna sip on some water and on my way there and take my antibiotics and my arnica before the procedure. Alrighty, so update, I am home now. The procedure started at around 10:30 a.m. and I was done before 3 p.m. It went well. There were some spots that were very difficult for me, but nothing that I couldn't handle. They did give me nitrous oxide, you know, like laughing gas. And that did give me a side effect of nausea and vomiting. That's the worst part. Like, I don't care about the pain. It's just, I hate that nausea, like that queasy feeling. So I'm just trying to eat some toast, and I'm just laying in bed for a little bit. And I cannot shower until Friday, so I just have to use like the feminine wipes and just kind of wipe myself down and, you know, do as best as I can to keep myself clean. But yeah, I will keep you updated, and hopefully I'll be able to show you what it looks like on Friday. Okay, so I'm at the hospital because I have lidocaine toxicity. Basically, I got too much lidocaine and it poisoned me, basically. So now I have to stay overnight to get it cleared out of my body. Yeah, I will update you tomorrow. Okay, so it's day 2 post-op. So I look a little disheveled, a little crazy, but it's okay. I just wanted to update. So I spent the day of surgery right after I got home until yesterday at around 3 p.m. in the hospital. First in the emergency room, and then I was admitted because I had lidocaine toxicity. I'm much better now, so I can speak a bit more clearly. So how I knew something was wrong was because I felt extremely dizzy. My mind was very foggy. I couldn't really make sense of what I was trying to say. My hands, feet, lips, and tongue were numb completely. I couldn't feel anything. Even when I spoke, I just felt like my lips are just like blabbling. It was just horrible. My chest was very tight, and I felt like I couldn't take deep breaths in. And of course, my vision was going kind of blurry. So I knew there was something wrong. So I got myself immediately to the ER. At first, the providers in the emergency room were being very difficult. They took so long to tend to me. I got there at around 9:30 p.m. and they didn't get me back into a room until like around almost midnight. Yeah, so I was just sitting in the waiting room feeling like I was dying. Literally, I thought that I was a goner. And the thing that made me upset was that my surgeon already figured what was wrong with me because I was keeping him updated. And he even sent a message to the providers at the emergency room to just call him, that he would speak to them and that he knew exactly what I needed. It was just like this medication. I cannot remember the name, but it was just a medication to flush the lidocaine out of my system. And they were just taking so long. They called the poison control team, like, to see how poisoned I was, and see how much medication. And they did an x-ray, they did a CAT scan because they thought I had embolisms. Like, they were just not listening to me, which is very upsetting. But yeah, so I got the medication through. That's why I was kept overnight. And as soon as that started flushing my system out, I was able to turn my head without feeling like I was gonna pass out. I was able to see. I'm able to speak and understand what I am saying. I no longer feel a chest tightness. Hello. Okay, so it's day 2 post-op. I'm feeling 100% better. I'm 100% myself today, except for the soreness. You know, I am very sore. But yesterday was I want to say 75% better day. I did get out. I went food shopping at Aldi's because it's a smaller place. So I got to do the food shopping with my husband, of course. I didn't go alone. And by the time it was checkout time, I was like, I'm going to wait in the car. I'm tired. I just felt like I had given it my all at that point. So I just waited outside in the car. But then I also did get to drive. He had to get his tires and his trailer tires changed. And I picked him up from the place and I drove. So that was very nice to do. I just brought my little pillow, set it up, sat down and drove. As for my incisions, I'm only going to show you one. Let me just bring out an arm. So when I try taking my clothes off, that's the only uncomfortable part just because I'm, again, sore. So this is what the incisions look like. So I have one on either side. I have one on each cheek and one under each cheek. Okay, so it was just 6 incisions in total. With the ones at the top, he would do, I believe, like a cross and down this way and across. And then with the ones in the bottom, he went up and across and all this area. And then they use the same incision to do the BBL and more for the bottom, the 2 incisions at the bottom. My bruising, it's getting a lot better. I am using the arnica. This is what the bruising looks like right now. This here, it's still a little swollen, but I literally had like, I'll try and insert pictures, but it was a big mass of fat that I had on my sides. I hated it. And it's looking so much better already, even though I know it is still very swollen. My butt itself is still very swollen. Again, I am going for a very natural look, so I didn't want a lot added. It still looks misshapen because it has to all settle. I do have a follow-up appointment on Monday, which we're doing virtually. I don't have to go to the office. But yeah, so the reason why I got the lidocaine toxicity, you know, we've discussed it. I went over it with the surgeon and everything, was the fact that I've had lidocaine one time prior to this procedure, and the sun is gone, and it was for a wisdom tooth removal, and they injected it, and I still felt the wisdom teeth like coming out. And I remember the dentist saying, you know, for your other 3, you have to go get surgery where you're knocked out because lidocaine is not working for you. Well, fast forward to surgery day, they said, you know, we're doing lidocaine, whatever. In my head, I just never thought about it. I thought it was just something different. So when they were injecting the lidocaine, you know, I felt the initial injections, And then they said, okay, this is gonna numb you up. They injected me with like some liquid to blow me up. I literally felt myself turning into a balloon, like my back. And then they said, okay, we're getting ready for the lipo. If I tell you that 30% of me was numb, that is a lot. I went through the whole procedure and it gives me goosebumps, but I felt the whole procedure. I felt my liposuction 100% and I felt my BBL 100% of the time. I was screaming, I was squirming. I still get, I don't want to say nightmares, but when I'm sleeping, I kind of jolt up because I remember the pain. Yeah, that is my biggest regret. They offered me pain medication. They offered me different options that you take with the lidocaine while you're there. Like they give you like different opioids. I personally don't use opioids. I'm afraid of opioids. I'm afraid of the way they make me feel. So the only thing I opted for, because it would be out of my system quickly, was the laughing gas or the nitrous oxide. I said I will do that. But unfortunately, that would only do so much for me. And I should have, my husband says I should have just taken the pain medication because I felt the whole thing. If there was anything I had to do to, let's say I told my surgeon I'm a little worried because I still feel like there's a dent here where I wanted to 100% cover it up. If I were to have that fixed, I'm not doing it. I'm just keeping my butt as it is because I'm not going through this again. I felt the whole thing. When I tell you it was horrible because I felt my skin every time they would pump in, like it felt like he was breaking through my muscle, my skin. And they were being so helpful. They were trying their best and they weren't understanding as to why I was feeling it. And they did inject a little extra lidocaine in me. They took breaks, but I felt the whole thing. I'm very, I have a very high pain tolerance. But, oh boy, it was worse than contractions. I've had 2 kids and it was worse than the contractions. And it felt like I was getting ripped in pieces. And at that point, I just had to finish the procedure because there's no other way to do it. So I just kind of bared down and I yelled and I screamed and I squirmed. And I did my best. I, so far, don't know how I feel yet. I want to see what I look like when I'm all healed up. But it's just something to be aware of. If your body doesn't absorb lidocaine as well as others, apparently my body absorbs it differently. Kind of beware if you're doing a wake procedure like this, because you might be lying there and feeling everything like I did. It hurt like a bitch. It was horrible. Literally, it was like being ripped apart. So I hope it's worth it. And like I said, even if there has to be anything to be fixed, I'm not fixing it. And I am also not getting anything else done. Like, I really am unhappy with like the loose skin on my arms. This redness is just from my garment because it's like tight. But like, I've always been, after I lost the weight, I have muscle under here. This is like what my actual arm could be like. And this is what it's like at the moment. I'm not even gonna care about that. Like, if you don't like my flappy arms, don't look at them. If you don't like my flappy thighs, don't look at them because they're not being fixed. I am not doing anything else to my body. I'm done. I will update you all tomorrow and see how it goes. Okay, so today's day 3 post-op. Today I woke up feeling like a little bit tired. I had a bit of a headache. I just didn't feel at my best. But I know it's because I didn't sleep the best last night. I think I fell asleep like around 2:30 a.m. just because I was uncomfortable. I was a bit more sore. I did miss Tylenol. Like, I didn't take Tylenol at all yesterday. So the pain did catch up to me at the end of the night. And then by the time the Tylenol kicked in, it was just a little later. But I just took a nap and then I woke up and I had something to eat and I did some dishes and just kind of moved my body around, and I feel a lot better now. I'm just looking forward to just being completely healed, I'm preferring to sit without the cushion. Right now I have the cushion, but like my dining room table has like really cushioned seats, and I just like sitting there without the cushion. It feels nice. I am still sleeping on my sides and on my stomach. I've just never been a back sleeper, so it doesn't really bother me. Other than that, I have my follow-up appointment tomorrow. It's going to be a virtual follow-up just because I'm not traveling and I have to work and I have kids. So it's going to be a virtual follow-up, and hopefully everything is good. I mean, my incisions are looking great. This is what my arm incision looks like. And the swelling is going down little by little. I am able to feel more of my skin when I touch here, but it is still very swollen. You with pants on, I'm still very swollen. It's not gonna be such a drastic change. And then of course the doctor wanted to make me more like curvy, and I said only do a little bit on the sides because I already had big hips. Alrighty guys, so I was planning on updating you all up until day 5. And let me tell you, day 5 got away from me real quick. It is currently day 12. So that means in 2 more days, I get to go to sleep without the faja on, like without the garment on. And I cannot wait for that moment because look at this. Do you imagine sleeping with this on? Like, it's so uncomfortable. And I know I can go down and like loosen it, but I just feel like it doesn't do what it's supposed to do back here. You know, it doesn't keep me as tight as it should. So I just don't loosen it and I sleep like that. But in 2 days, I can go back to working out. I just have to wear this during the day and then I can sleep without it at night. I'm excited because, you know, biking season is coming and I love riding my bike. Last year, I unfortunately missed the whole biking season because I had night shift. You know, I worked night shift, and by the time I got home, it was like 2 a.m. and then I slept during the day and I was just so tired and I had to be out of the house by a certain time. I couldn't take weekends off. It was like I was working Sunday to Sunday. So this year things will be a lot different now that I work from home. I haven't updated you all, but I work from home now as a translator from English to Spanish, Spanish to English. So my schedule is a lot more family friendly now, and I'm excited about that. But anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna update you. So this is what my scar looks like now. Excuse the stretch marks, but it's okay. That's that side. And they still have, you know, their scab on them. Again, I have them on either side and then on the bottom of the cheeks. What I couldn't currently look like, I'm not as sore as I was anymore. Like I can see my back is getting smaller and more snatched in. Again, this is not what my behind is gonna look like when it's done. I don't want a big butt. I wasn't born with one, so I don't need it. But I just wanted to feel in the dent. I can still see a little dent, but my butt is still hard. So everything's still kind of moving around and doing what it has to do. I can see a little change so far. So I'm trusting the process. The sides have gone down a lot because I did not want like big hips. It was just swollen at the moment, so I can see it now. You know, it's more realistic of what I wanted. So this is what the back looks like. And again, I will post a side-by-side picture of the rolls just because I don't want to like take the faja off and not have a comparison next to it. But I will show a side-by-side picture of it. And then, you know, it takes 6 months to see the final results, not the hole in my bra. There's a whole compartment on the side right here where you can take the padding out. So I kind of damaged them, but I don't care. I still wear them because why not? But yeah, this is what it's looking like so far. I can see a big difference in my back. Like just my circumference altogether is a lot smaller. And I know I'm not even, you know, 50% there because again, I'm still very swollen, but the size of the rolls, I cannot believe it. I just hope my butt turns out right. the reason why I chose this surgeon is because I see a lot of his work. I've been following him for a very long time now, and all his work is so natural, so beautiful. He specializes in natural BBLs. He goes based on your body shape and what your body needs, and you know, he's only gonna put in the cavity of the BBL. He calls it a cavity, as much as that cavity can take. He has had some clients that go back for a second BBL just to make it bigger. That's not gonna be me, but I'm just excited. I'm happy I got past that, you know, fear and that anxiety that I had the first few days. And I can't believe it's been 12 days. Back to normal life. Like, I've been driving, dropping off my child. I've been working. I just deep cleaned my bathroom, bending and scooping and stooping, whatever it's called. You know, I'm doing everything. I am showering myself again. I'm able to do everything by myself. The zipper on this faja, it starts here and it ends here, right? At first it was so hard. I had to have my husband. Every time I would have to pee, I'm like, I need help. But now I can zip it and unzip it like by myself all the way to the back because I have the range of motion now on my back. So the swelling the first week, I want to say, was rough. Not the swelling, the soreness. Like, I was told that it would just feel like you went to the gym to work out on your back and on your butt very hard, right? It didn't feel like that. It felt like you had a procedure done. Like, you could feel really sore. I could only move my arms so much and whatnot. I'm back to normal. And now it feels like that feeling of when you go to the gym and then you like touch your body and you're like, oh yeah, I worked that out. Oh yeah, that hurts. I'm no longer really using the little pillow to sit on. I never used it for the bathroom. I know a lot of women after big BBLs need it. I didn't need it. My doctor said it wasn't needed for the bathroom use. I just haven't soaked in my tub yet. I don't think I can just yet because I do have scabs, you know, on my wounds, on my openings. I haven't asked him when I can soak. Again, I'm gonna start working out on Wednesday again. I'll do light first and then I'll progress from there. Don't have to wear the faja to sleep anymore. What else? My anxiety is completely gone. I don't think lidocaine is gonna take me in the middle of the night. What else? But yeah, just back to normal. All activities, you know. But yeah, day 12, going strong. I am feeling good. But yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them at the comments below. Let me know if you're interested in any other videos, maybe tummy tuck and breast lift videos, follow-ups, details, how it was for me, anything like that. And hopefully sometime soon I will have more videos for you, more blogs to update you, days in my life, and just little things like that here and there. But if you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the video. Bye!